banker agent, how you could have $1 million in the bank within 3 years. Would that be beneficial to you? I set it up. I want to show you how to get $1 million in the bank in 3 years. You go, really? Now, the two ways you know this all your life is what? Save money, right? How long will it take you to save $1 million? Long time. 100,000 a year, 10 years. That's after taxes. 50,000 a year, start saving. That's 20 years. Long time after taxes. The other way we've always been taught is what? Invest in real estate. Late night, Hawaii, buy something with nothing down, right? Tell them how many doors you have and how much fun it is to acquire that over 40 years. Tell them all about it.
So in spring of 2000, dot-com bubble burst, I had $4 grand left, and I took that and started buying houses. I bought 2 houses with my $4 grand as a down payment, and then we bought 6 that year, and then 24 years later, we've got about 200 doors, 75 multifamily, 100 single family, and some land that we've started developing and doing owner finances on. But it was a 24-year journey of blood, sweat, and tears, and a lot of sweat, a lot of blood, a lot of tears.
And how much net are you making per month right now after 24 years?
Good month, we're bringing in $90,000 a month, but net, it's not anywhere near that.
Well, what's the net?
20,000, maybe.
Okay, does that make sense? Now, I'm just telling you, I asked Jared to share that because that's how we've been taught all our lives. By the way, most of you, because you're realtors and you don't pay taxes, you don't, when you go to get a loan and get the second loan, the second house, the third house, what do they say? Well, what's your income? And you go, I wrote off everything. And you know, my $200,000 income is really $20,000 because I wrote off $180,000. I mean, really, I talk to realtors, they go, I can't get a loan. The guy that has that thing on the top shelf, Dante, I talked to him the other day. He says, Gene, I should have just never sold my company to my kids because I can't get a loan because I no longer have income. And I go to the bank and they go, he's building that. The guy's a multi-millionaire, but he can't get a loan. So it's really hard. So this is how I talk to people. I said, look, I'm going to show you in 3 years, and I do 3 years because I think people, just for some reason, 3 years is doable for most people. Everybody going to be alive 3 years from now? Raise your hand. Okay, good, good. And here's what I write down for them. If you guys just don't know this, I do this by hand, and I always take pieces of paper with me, 8.5 by 11. I call them copy paper. You guys used to do copy paper. You guys use this. Okay? I said, now, you want to create $1 million, right? What is $1 million? 4%, 40,000 per year, 3,333 per month. What is that? That is exactly when you go to retire at 60 years old or 55, you check this out. Go to a financial advisor. He says, okay, you've saved $1 million cash, Jared. Congratulations. You can only take out 4% a year because you're going to live to 84. You can only take out 40,000 a year or 3,000 per month because it's going to go away. This is real life, right? Everybody says, I want to save $1 million. Well, good luck. It's going to last you that long. I said, let me tell you this. This is you. I'm going to show you how to create a cash flow of $3,337 per month, $333 per month, in 3 years. Is that okay? Now, by the way, you can stay at Coldwell Banker, and you can save the $1 million. I repeated it about 3 times when I talked to him, because I said there are options in life, right? It's okay. Here's what you do. In 3 years, I want you to recruit 12 agents that are cappers. What's a capper? Somebody does 80,000 in GCI. You know those people? I just want you calling cappers. All right? Can you recruit 4 a year? In a funnel, the way I teach it now, in a funnel where you're just doing transactions like you are, you're going to get 4 a year if you do it like I teach you, right? Guess how much you're going to make? Because every capper pays in what? $16,000 in GCI, What we do is give you part of that 16,000, which is 1,400 per person per year, right? Or $16,800. Okay? Every year they cap, that's what you get. Guess what's going to happen in 3 years? Conservatively, by the way, I'm conservative. I'm not trying to blow this out. I think you're going to average 1 per person. And you're going to have 12 cappers on your second level. Do you think that could happen? They go, yes. I go, that's very common. Well, guess how much we give you now? Instead of 1,400, I said, guess. I get them to guess. Guess what they say?
Less.
Half. 800, 400. I said, no, this is when Glenn Sanford became a genius to me. He goes, Gene, I want it to be a team effort, so we're going to give them more on the second level. So your people on your first, you're helping your people on your first level get people on your second level. So it's $1,600 a person, which is $19,200. Right? Now I'm telling you, we have a third level, and I'm just doing, this will happen, I guarantee it. You'll probably have about 4 cappers on your third level in 3 years. Do you think that's, I'm just trying, am I being realistic to you guys?
Yes.
And they go, yes. I go, yeah. Okay. You get, on the third level, $1,000 per person, or $4,000. And if you add all this up, okay, it's $40,000 per year, every year. 3,330. By the way, residual. Oh, you know what? We have more than 3 levels. We have a 4th level, a 5th level, a 6th level, and a 7th level. Now, what's exciting, we just came out with a new plan. You get paid on all first 5 levels because you're a capper. Okay? You get paid on all first 5 levels. So, do you think you can do this in 3 years? And then they say to me, yeah, but what if they're all not cappers? I said, well, if they're all not cappers, and they're all half cappers, what do you need to do? Double it. I think that's doable too. I just lay it out to them. I said, I am just trying not to oversell this to you, but I got news for you. I could tell you the Grant and Claire Trevarthen story if you want me to. I could tell you stories that would make you cry because they could do this. They did something like this and they had $3,337 a month coming in. Okay? Now, go ahead and take that away, boys. We need a round of applause for that one. Here we go. Wait. Shut them on. Okay, give me the next one. No, go ahead and put that back up. I'm going to do something really quick. Go ahead and put it back up. Here's what you could do too. Let me do another color. This is what you do. If you guys don't know this, I've been doing this since 1989. I wear out markers. And I study what colors work and what don't. Another way they go, well, you know, I don't think I could recruit 24. I said, you know what you could do? You could bring your broker. You could bring a broker who brings 20 agents, and you have 6 on your third level and 1 here. You just bring Brent Gove, and he brings over 20 agents. And they go, I could do that one, because I'm not going to recruit this. I said, that works out the same amount. If you take that times that, it's 1,400. 20 times that. In fact, it's I'll put it over here. It's 1,400, right? It's 32,000. Because a lot of people can't think they can do it, do they? But they might know one person. Yeah, 6,000 and then 600. And that adds up to 40,000. Okay? Okay, boys. There we go. Give them options. Give them options. A lot of people aren't going to think they can recruit 24 people, but could they recruit one who has a team that could bring 20? Yes. No, don't go anywhere. Stay here. Yep, get the new one. Now, I told you that you guys got it. 3.2% of America has $1 million in the bank. What percentage of America has $5 million in the bank? Not 1%. Not half of 1%, but 0.1%. 1/10 of 1% of America has $5 million in the bank. I mean, it's hard, right? I mean, I'm talking cash, not stock that might sell, not real estate. Here's what I found, guys, and I'm going to tell you this, because when Maui had hit me last year, a lot of people went through tough times in 7, 8, 9, right? And they said, we had all this money, but all our money was in what? Real estate. And we had a $2 million home, but we had no cash flow. My husband lost his job. My wife couldn't sell homes. We were broke, because guess what? You could have $2 million equity in your house, but if you can't pay the taxes on it, what happens? Hello? So there was numerous people came up every time and said, we lost everything. We had to sell our house, get our cash out of the house, and go do something else and live off that. Let's wave at these people because they'll think we're really cool. It's raining. I like it. There's a lot of people in our company that think they're not doing well in RevShare. And I said, well, how much are you making? They go, I'm making $3,500 a month. I said, are you kidding? You're making $3,500 a month? Go home and tell your spouse you just put $1 million in the bank. Change the logo. And they went, right, I never thought of that. And I said, well, hello? You're a millionaire. In fact, you're a millionaire that can do what? Pass it on to your kids. It's a legacy. So I run into some people, and of course most people, especially in California, East Coast, West Coast, $3,000 a month does not excite them, right? I said, well, let me show you how to put. I'm going to do another example. $5 million in the bank at 4%. You already know what I'm going to do, right? That's $200,000 a year. Can everybody live on $200,000 a year? I hope so. No. Per month. When I say, if you had everything paid off, you could pretty much go, Paul, you could go anywhere in the world, right? $16,600 a month. I mean, it's going to be hard to spend it if everything's paid off, right? Okay. So I look at them and I go, no, oh, by the way, stay at Sotheby's. I totally understand that brand. It's awesome. That is great. By the way, what do they sell paintings? What do they do? They're Sotheby's? I said, I didn't know, they're in real estate, really? I said, oh, it's a great brand. It's a great brand. But you can stay there and try to save $5 million, or you can do this, right? And I think this is very doable. On your first level, you get the same 12, but here's the difference. You just don't get 12 people and let them go. You're going to create yourself again. You go to your people and go, I want 3 of you because I want you guys to duplicate me. This is what we teach. So guess what? If you get 3 of these to duplicate, what are you going to have on the second level? 35, because they each get 12, right? Then you go down to the third level, you have 75. By the way, I can prove these numbers after 3 years. This is basically what it looks like. I've tracked my numbers. But you've got to go to these 12 and say, I'll help you get people. And then they go to these people and say, I'll help you get people. And then it starts slowing down. 55 on the 5th level, 48. On the 6th level, you're going to have 30. And on the 7th level, you're going to have 20. Now this is after 3 years. That is 255 agents. If they're all cappers, now here's what I tell people, just so you know. What's exciting about this, guys, you're a capper, right? You're not an ICANN. You get paid all the way down to the 5th level, automatically. I just go right to them. I go, most people are cappers. If they're all cappers, let's do the numbers, okay? If they're all cappers, again, times, you guys know the numbers, right? What is it? You tell me. Times 1,400 is 16,800. What's the next number? 1,600, because Glenn Sanford was a genius, right? I always give credit to Glenn. And then, what's the third level?
1,000.
1,000. Don't do percentages. Agents can't even do percentages. Do real numbers. I've never looked at anything. I've never used any of our material because they go, we got 30. I don't even know what the percentages are because agents just want to know money. Okay? That's 75,000. Look at these numbers. Look at how they're adding up. 55 people times 600. is 33,000. And 48 times 400 is 19,200. Now I do this because that adds up to $200,000, right? Or $16,667 per month. I don't even go to six and seven at this point. I tell them if they want to go to 6 and 7, if you're an icon, if David's an icon, then I go, well, you have 2 more, you get a little extra money. All right? Now, this is doable, and I get them to say, do you think you could get 4 people a year for 3 years? And then you could put them in with, I got a buddy of mine, Randy Bird. He teaches the other people how to do it. And if you go into his class, by the way, I'll pay for it. I'll pay for his class for you so you can take your top 3 or 4 and have them go through Randy's class with Eric Orland, and they'll teach them how to get theirs and theirs. You don't have to do it. Does that help you guys? So in other words, what I tell them is I said, look at, people go, I've got 200,000. Now here's the I want to write down one word that makes me cry, and me and Brent both. It's called legacy. And I'm doing this for my kids and my grandkids. Nixon Adonis Rousseau will know Susan and Jean's name. He's only a year old. He will know our name because this cash flow is coming in. It is willable, right? Give me 3 years of your life, and I'll go create something that's going to create legacy. Do you think, let me ask you guys, who can do this? Raise your hand if you guys can do this. Everybody can. Everybody here can do this. This is doable. This is not, you go get 12 people. By the way, I'm like Brent, momentum creates momentum. Yep. I do a 3-year plan for people because I just think they can't get what Brent and I do. There's only, Brent, we're weird people. But you know, my first month here, I recruited 20 agents. My second month, I recruited 10. I had 30 agents in 2 months, and everybody goes, who are you? Without a brand, what's EXP stand for? What did I tell them? 1 letter better than KW. That's exactly what I said. It was just a joke. I didn't know what EXP stood for because Glenn didn't. Nobody knew what EXP stood for. All I know is he could brand it in 50 states, and we were only in about 10 states, and I'm selling a dream. I'm selling a dream, and now you guys don't have a dream to sell. It's there. It's making money. It's paying. You don't know anybody complaining about not getting their rev share check, do you? Nope. No. Okay. Tell them that. Tell them that, because what will that do? Don't talk about the competition. Just tell them, we don't worry about getting our rev share checks. It's not saying anything about the competition. It's just going, don't know if it's going to happen. So I keep it simple. I don't do rev share calculators. I don't do anything because I want to do something that in about 5 minutes each, in 10 minutes, I could tell them I can change their lives. Now, by the way, stay at Coldwell Banker. It's okay. I totally understand. You like your manager. No, seriously. If you do love your manager more than $16,000 a month residual for the rest of your life, that's okay. Yeah. Does that help you guys? Let's give the kids a round of applause.